Hello, hello, hello. This is Cyborg,
And Bumblebee,
and today we're going to be talking about.
Iron Man, and Iron Man 2.
So, I will say these are some very good movies. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's been so long since I've seen them,
It's been a
and
very long time since I've seen them.
to me, s- still does its thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the movie was good. I'm not gonna lie, the CGI and all that,
I mean,
but then again, it was
it's
back
it.
in the day, so
I've seen far worse.
I'm gonna
I've
give it its credit because this was peak back in the day. We in
yeah.
2026, right?
Yes.
So the CGI and all that, it's gotten a lot better than what it was in
Yeah.
yesteryears.
But I've also seen a lot worse.
I think we've all seen a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball Z Evolution. We
so
don't talk about that though.
so let's get into it.
All right. So with the first one, Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
he is an arrogant cunt.
For lack of a better term. He's a playboy philanthropist.
Playboy billionaire philanthropist.
Philanthropist. And he owns a company that makes weapons, and he's going to go do a demonstration on weapons.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But
But then something happens.
yeah, big boom. But then
Yeah.
even bigger boom when he gets some shrapnel in his chest.
They get ambushed, essentially.
Yeah.
And he gets kidnapped by the 10 rings.
So this is basically the first iteration of the 10 rings, even though it's, I would say technically not.
It's not,
It's just they're using the name.
if I'm not mistaken.
Now they could be like a sub channel of the 10 rings. I don't know.
I'd have to remember slash rewatch Shang-Chi to know the specifics of whether or not what. Because Shang-Chi is what really tells us what the real 10 rings is.
Yes.
But we'll get to that movie later on in our
It's gonna be a minute.
watch
Y'all
through.
not gonna get it to, like, in the next couple episodes. It's not gonna come.
It'll come though. We will watch it. It'll come. We will discuss it when we get to that movie.
That is correct. Now, as I said, this is the first technical iteration. Not iteration. Introduction words of
The
the 10
10
rings.
rings.
Even though I say they're not.
He wakes up after his whole ordeal. He sees that they have, I guess, a doctor, scientist that's taking care of him, then pretty much put an electromagnet in his body to
To
prevent the shrapnel from getting to his heart and killing him.
yes, I think that was pretty cool because do you know how much of an ingenuity you have to do to
Mm,
create that and not accidentally kill the patient at the same time?
yeah, he had to do what he had to do. It was either that or Tony dies, and then we don't get the MCU. So thank you. I forget his name.
Doc.
Thank you to him.
Thank you, Doc.
Rest in peace. Um,
But
and pretty much Tony got captured because the 10 rings want him to
make a
make
weapon.
better, bigger, make a weapon for them.
So they want the one that they want specifically is the rockets that he did.
Yes, was it like the rocket and like the rock. I think it was one of the things that shot down and they ambushed him with, where like it's a rocket and like the shrapnel that comes out the rocket
It was
and like takes
exactly
out a
that.
whole town in one go.
Yeah.
They want him to make make them missiles or a missile.
It's either he
And
makes that or he dies for real this
mhm.
time.
So instead of doing that, he like concocts a plan with the doc, and the doc is helping him. He first off builds himself an arc reactor as a replacement for the electromagnet.
Which again, this is freaking amazing because he is in a cave
Yep, with
with
minimal parts.
limited resources,
Mm-hmm.
and he is able to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he builds his art reactor to basically be a better version of what the doc made.
Yes, and also he is building different parts, and pretty much he's building his suit as well. This is his grand idea of how to get out of there. He built this arc reactor, which is this power source, and then he built a suit that the power source is going to power that he's going to use to get out of there.
The Mach 1.
Yep.
And this is the first introduction to the Iron Man.
Yep. And he successfully completes his mission. He's able to use the suit to get himself out of there. The suit doesn't last very long.
Oh no, it breaks apart immediately. Like the second he hit ground,
well, like
everything goes
yeah.
flying.
He's able to get out of there, but like in terms of like flying himself home, they like shot him down, and then he crash lands, and the suit just into a million pieces in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, no, he wasn't making it home in that thing.
But he gets found by the military, and then pretty much is able to get back home and get back to quote unquote life.
Yeah, after some rehab and trying to figure out what the heck just happened.
Or what his life is going to be after this traumatic event. Because if you watch the movie, he has a change of heart. He decides that his company is no longer going to make weapons.
That is correct.
He said, no, I'm tired of this. I've seen how these weapons hurt people. No more. And Obadiah is not happy about this. Obadiah was running the company. So Obadiah is somewhat of like a father figure, I guess, or somewhat.
Okay. So
when
I'm
Howard
stepping in for this one.
Okay.
So yes, she is right. Obadiah is like a father figure, but I'm be honest, he is a sleazy, creepy snake.
He is.
And although he wasn't probably the one who helped orchestrate his parents' death, I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, we know. Well,
he literally tried to kill Tony.
Yeah, this is true.
Twice.
We know who killed Tony's parents. We don't know. I'd have to remind myself watching movies.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't put it past them if they would have said, yeah, he helped in some way.
The point is, when Tony Stark's dad died, when Tony was still a kid, Obadiah took over the company until Tony Stark was old enough to become and take over and be CEO in place of his father and kind of take over the mantle of the company, what have you.
Which that is good.
And now I guess he's still kind of there as like maybe a consultant or like a second in command type thing.
I would say, second in command because he technically runs Stark Tech.
Well, he was probably running it while Tony was kidnapped.
He was helping him run it before then too.
Yeah. We also get, side note, we get introduced to Happy, we get introduced to Pepper as well in this movie.
And what's her full name again? I forget.
Virginia Pepper Potts.
Man, that still tripped me out when I heard that because I never realized it. Again,
we know her as Pepper Potts.
Yes. So, anybody in the comments, talk to your mother, not to me. I'm just chilling on this one.
So once he gets home, after he makes this announcement that the company is not doing weapons, and obviously the investors in the company, people are not completely happy. Obadiah is like, whoa.
He's just a little traumatic after the whole kidnapping and
so after
dying multiple times.
So after that whole fiasco, he kind of holes himself up in his house, his home, his lab, if you will.
Which I think is so cool. Like his house is just tech. Like holograms everywhere. He can do stuff.
Pretty much.
I wouldn't mind having a house like that, but at the same time, it might get annoying a little bit.
And he starts working on, he builds himself another, I guess, better version of the mini arc reactor.
That is correct.
But he also continues to build, or starts building, the next version of the Iron Man suit.
And this one is better.
And he goes through many rounds of prototypes and things. And he finally builds a complete suit, and he goes and he tests it, and he flies up. And he realizes that
he can't fly in space.
Well, when you get up very high, it gets very cold. And if the suit is not equipped to de-ice itself, that becomes a problem.
A big problem.
Which comes into play later in his fight with he uses that that knowledge to an advantage for a fight later on to win a fight.
It's funny.
We also get introduced to Phil Coulson, aka an agent of the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
Agents of Shield.
AKA
Forget that.
Shield.
I would not be able to remember that. Holy crap!
I don't think well, I mean, I knew that Shield was an acronym, but I did not know what the acronym stood for. And now I know. It is the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division, SHIELD.
Yeah, no.
That is a
I'm good.
mouthful.
You think?
Which is probably why they shortened it to just SHIELD.
Yeah, because they know way in heck
Mhm.
anyone's going to remember that.
So yes, we begin introduced to Phil Coulson in this movie as well. He tried to debrief Tony after his whole ordeal.
Yeah, again, this is the first movie, not the second.
Yes, but we're still talking about Iron Man, the first one.
Because he does make an appearance in the second one as well.
This is true.
But
we will get to that.
Continue, sorry.
No, you're good. Then we find out, as the movie continues, we find out that Obadiah, well, we knew Obadiah was a snake, but we really find out that he's a snake later on in the movie when we find out that Tony Stark's company / Obadiah, or at least Obadiah knew about it, was selling weapons to the enemy.
Yeah, that part got me because I forgot that he did that sleazy, slimy. Excuse my language. I almost cussed.
So that's how Tony was in the war zone. That's how the enemy had they had a whole bunch of boxes that said Stark all over it, Stark Tech. And maybe what was going through his head is that maybe he thought that they stole them off of the the U.S. bases. No, Obadiah sold it to them.
And see, when I first watched this, that was my first thought. Like I'm thinking, okay, they stole that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nope.
He backdoored Tony.
Yep. He's 2-time in the war. He's selling
to both sides.
Yep.
That's just messed up, man.
We also find out later when Tony tasked Pepper with hacking into Stark Industries to look for some files and things. We also find out that he was the one that orchestrated and funded and organized Tony getting kidnapped in the first place.
Stay hydrated, my friends.
Tony was supposed to get kidnapped, and I think they were supposed to kill him, but they refused. After they didn't know that it was Tony Stark that they were being tasked with capturing.
Oh yeah, no, they love Tony Stark. Well, they love what he could do for them, I should say.
So instead of killing him like was the original plan per se, they kidnapped him and was trying to have him build weapons for them.
And they were partially mad at
Obadiah
for not telling him not telling them who they were tasked to kill.
We also see Obadiah go to the war zone and meet up with these 10 ring people and kind of talk about the situation and like, why didn't you kill him and all that, and discussing. And he sees that they went and collected the pieces of his suit.
Yep.
And he took it, and he also took care of them. They went bye-bye.
Yeah.
So now
Hold on. Sorry. I am so sorry, but I have to say this because I don't even know what it's called, but he just has this device that if you put it to somebody's ear, it causes paralysis quick.
Yes.
And I'm like, yo.
It was, I don't know what it was called, but it was a device.
Paralysis by sound. That's crazy.
It causes paralysis, and I think they the people, because we see him use it on one of them, and we also see him use it on Tony later.
They didn't die.
No, they didn't, but it paralyzes them for like 5 minutes, and I think their ears were bleeding a little bit.
Yeah. That was so crazy.
And kind of continuing on, he uses it on Tony when he goes to Tony and literally steals the mini arc reactor out of his chest. Because try as he might, his scientists and people that he had working on trying to replicate the Iron Man suit
can't do it.
Cannot or could not replicate the mini arc reactor. And he was very upset about that. So the plan B was like, I'm gonna just take the one that he has. And this is bad because if he doesn't have the arc reactor, shrapnel is gonna get caught. Yes. But thankfully, when he upgraded to the new one,
he didn't throw the old one.
The old one he had given to Pepper, and Pepper preserved it and made a little display thing.
Proof of Tony still.
Proof that Tony Stark still has a heart.
Yes.
And fun fact, or not fun, well, I'm pretty sure it's the same one that we see that they float down the river when he has his funeral.
I believe so.
In Infinity War? At the end of Infinity War.
Yes. If I'm not
mistaken. Or is it no? Endgame. Is it Endgame?
Yeah. Endgame, because that's
At the
end.
end, at the end of Endgame, when they have his funeral, they have the little mini arc reactor, and it says prove that Tony Stark still has a heart. I'm pretty sure that that's the same from the original Iron Man movie. Fun fact. I thought that was cool.
Oh, that is definitely cool because I had to do some checking around on that one because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, isn't that the same thing that they did?
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, this is how they got it. Well, they've been had it, but
Mm-hmm. So continuing on, Obadiah in his suit with the arc reactor that he stole, and Tony in with his old arc reactor and his suit that he had built and developed. They have a big fight.
as putting it lightly, they have a very intense discussion.
It was a little more than a discussion. It was a big old fight.
Okay, they had
And
disagreement.
the Stark Industries building that has like the big arc reactor gets destroyed, and the big arc reactor goes kabloom as well. Whole little situation. But
That was the only way
thankfully,
to take 'em
Tony
out.
is able to get the upper hand on that situation. I think that Obadiah dies. Does
Yeah,
he?
he
Yes,
gone.
he gone.
He gone.
And then at the end of the movie, we see that he has a press conference, and Shield kind of orchestrated things, kind of
Gave him
pretty
some
much covered
notes.
up certain things, gave him notes that it was a security guard in the suit, blah 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 blah. And he
Yeah.
was trying to stick to the scripts and keep the cover of it all.
He
But
figured
then he
that out
just
and like, yeah, I'm Iron Man.
but then he just kind
What's
of
up?
takes a left turn and goes, "I am Iron Man."
Yeah, because it's like,
Dun, 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 dun.
but yeah, he
And yeah,
said,
that
forget you. I don't care. What y'all gonna do? Y'all can't take my suits.
I am Iron Man.
So that was the
And
whole thing.
yes, and at the very end of the first Iron Man movie, we see that Nick Fury shows up, talks to him, and is trying to recruit him for the Avengers protocol. Or sorry, the Avengers initiative.
Initiative.
The Avengers
I think it
initiative.
was first called Protocol, but I think it got changed to Initiative. We will have to look back into that. We will have it somewhere around there, but I believe it's Initiatives.
Yes. So Nick Fury tries to recruit him.
Yes, and they have this good old talk, and Tony does not. He don't like Nick at first.
Well, I don't think Tony likes
He don't like anybody really,
authority.
but I mean that's understandable.
But yeah, that is the first Iron Man movie. Now going into the second Iron Man movie.
This one gets a little hectic, just a little bit.
The movie starts off in Moscow, Russia, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, Mother Russia.
And we see and we are introduced to Ivan Vanko and
So.
Anton Vanko, which we find out or we see based off of some blueprints that that Anton Vanko was there with with Howard Stark when they came up and created the plans for the big arc reactor.
Yes, the one that is in the first movie.
Yes, that got blown up, essentially.
Eh.
So,
I mean, it had to happen.
yes. So we
Save a
find
life.
out that his son, Anton is like dying. And then Ivan swears that he's going to get revenge and blah, blah, blah. He's like, they're watching news about Iron Man.
Yep, they're saying all this
And he's
and
like,
that.
it should have been you.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ivan, it should have been you.
So, yeah. We find out, just kind of side note, we find out later that this Anton, in fact, was working with Tony, or sorry, with Howard. Howard.
And he was. He really was.
And
But
he had defected from the Soviet Union, came to the US, and then something happened, some kind of disagreement, if I'm not mistaken. I forget what Nick Fury had said. There was some kind of disagreement, or Howard found out that Vanko was trying to do nefarious things with the weapons or whatever they were working on.
As far as I remember, he tried to sell it to another country. I forget what, but
okay, well, yes, well, yeah, bad, something bad,
very bad. Very
and then Howard
bad.
found out about this and was obviously not very happy about that,
and called the FBI on him.
He pretty much called the authorities and had him deported.
He was deported and put in jail.
deported to, I think, did he say, I want to say
Siberia or
Siberia.
Moscow.
No, I think, well, the movie started in Moscow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Either or.
Anyways, he got deported. He got kicked out of the United States. And Howard, I guess, kept the plans that they had both, quote unquote, worked on. But he had a copy of the plan of the blueprints as well.
The original.
Yes. And we cut back to Tony. Tony gets subpoenaed to go talk to the Senate about his suit. Because obviously, the United States is concerned that this civilian, for better lack of the word, has this overpowered suit weapon
that they can't control.
That they have no control over or say so or knowledge about or whatever. They have no contingency plans against it.
I don't think they need anything to do with that because...
And Tony kind of just, I want to say in a way, he kind of blows them off. He said it's a prosthesis, which technically, in a way, it is a prosthesis.
It is.
Because it connects to his arc reactor that's pretty much preventing him from dying.
Yeah.
Now, he can fly and shoot, blast at people and things and
those
with
are
it.
Just highlights.
But they're not very happy about that. And according to Tony, or, during this whole situation, Tony's like, none of these people that are around the world that are trying to replicate this are going to be anywhere near this, near building a suit.
Yeah, they're not going to be at this level that I'm at.
But then Tony and Ivan go to the Grand Prix, and in the process of that situation, Tony is driving Whiplash. Well, Whiplash, I'm going to call him Whiplash from now on. Ivan Vanko.
Yes.
He has built a mini arc reactor of his own and kind of has it connected to whips, aka the name Whiplash. Electricity.
Energize me.
And he, at the Grand Prix, this worldwide televised event, attacks Tony and pretty much kind of
makes the strong man not so strong to people.
Pretty much, and also kind of puts out to the world that maybe people aren't so far away from creating, a mini arc reactor and creating their own Iron Man suits.
Yeah.
Which is very bad. For the United States, at least.
That's very not good. And now he's getting in trouble for all this because he's like, oh, no one can replicate my stuff and all this and that, and boom. Somebody did it with no problem.
Yeah. He also, I think I got ahead of myself a little bit. Before this, he made Pepper CEO of Stark Industries.
Yes.
That was a thing. And also they meet Natalie Rushman, who is not Natalie Rushman.
I was going to say that's not her.
We meet Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, aka
my wife.
Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent.
My wife.
If
you do not see me in the next episode, you know why and what happened. Call the police.
She is posing as a representative from the legal department of Stark Industries.
Yes.
And has been strategically placed there by S.H.I.E.L.D. to keep an eye on Tony and to assess him, which we find out later.
He's fine. Not really, but he's fine.
And, Tony, side note, I feel like I'm all over the place.
It's fine.
The arc reactor that Tony is using requires the use of palladium, which is very toxic to the human body.
I was gonna say, he is dying faster.
And he is keeping close tabs on his blood toxicity levels, and it's not looking good. So he is trying to figure out, he's pretty much, at one point in the movie, he pretty much like, I'm dying, I might as well have some fun on my last birthday. So he has this last birthday party. He kind of trashes his place.
Which I think that is just stupid, but he thought he was dying, so he's like,
he did.
Last hurrah.
He did. He thought he was dying.
So I will give him that, but I didn't like it.
It gets to the point where Rhodey goes and gets in the suit, in a suit finally, in Iron Patriot, and he's going to become Iron Patriot. But he pretty much gets in a suit in order to, quell the situation.
I mean, technically, yeah.
He's trying, he has to get in the suit to, get Tony to pretty much calm the situation, because it had gotten way out of hand.
That's putting it lightly, but yes.
Way out of hand. And at the end of it all, he takes the suit with him and takes it to an Air Force base where they later look at it and have Justin Hammer. Oh, that's a whole nother. I'm sorry.
Take your time, because I knew you were leading up to this. That's why I let you talk.
Who they bring it back to the base and have Justin Hammer soup it up, pretty much. Now,
Hammer.
To talk about Mr. Justin Hammer. Justin Hammer is the CEO of Hammer Industries, which is pretty much a rival to Stark Industries in like the weapons.
Putting it lightly,
well,
he is no rival.
On paper, he's a rival, but like in actual practice and like actual practicality of the weapons, not really that much of a competition.
No, not. I'm sorry, but he's not. He is not.
I mean, like regular gun power. Actually, not even that, because well, I'll talk about that later.
If you've seen it, you understand why we're saying he is not even at that level.
But he has been, permeated through the movie as well. He was there at the Grand Prix and he saw what Ivan Vanko created, and he pretty much orchestrated Ivan Vanko's prison break / fake death.
Yes, because they had, which I thought was hilarious in that whole interaction with the prisoner coming in who looks almost like him.
Close, he looked close enough.
Has the same number on his shirt.
Ivan was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
And
see you, buddy.
He seen the note that said "Enjoy the mashed potatoes." Then he seen the bomb. And he like, got it.
Pretty much. So it's a fake death / prison break, and he is now with Justin Hammer. Justin Hammer kind of has employed him to create him an Iron Man suit, or a mini arc reactor / and then continue on to make him Iron Man suit, because clearly he knows how to make the mini arc reactor, at least.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, continuing on. Now I'm trying to get back to where I was. So after the whole fiasco of Tony's birthday party, where he kind of gets out of hand and Rhodey has to kind of put him in his place,
right?
Nick Fury gets a hold of Tony and he's like, "You have a problem. I have a solution." And him and Natasha, who reveals herself to Tony at this point that she's Natasha Romanoff, not Natalie Rushman, and that she's actually Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And they give him a shot that I guess is going to help with the toxicity for the time being.
It just takes the edge off. It does not fix what's going on,
but it's going to give him some more time.
Yes.
And then pretty much Nick Fury's like, "Here's your father's old things. He said that you would be the only one to figure this stuff out. Figure it out. Whatever you need to figure out. This is whatever you need to figure out here is going to be the key to fixing your problem."
Yep, basically saying good luck.
And Phil Coulson is tasked with pretty much being his babysitter.
Now, Phil Coulson was cold with this one, and I found it to be hilarious. He's like, "I'm just here to play babysitter and make sure you don't leave. And if you try to leave, I will tase you, watch you shake on the ground, and
watch you drool on the carpet.
Yeah, that while I am watching
Super Nanny.
And I'm like,
that's a throwback.
That is old school to the max, because I remember that show.
It was a good show.
And he's like, "Yeah, no, I don't care. I will make you drool on the floor. I don't care."
So Tony is pretty much on house arrest. He watches some old footage of his father. It's giving Walt Disney and the city of did he call it the City of Tomorrow as well?
I don't remember. We will have to look at that,
but like the whole
that's what it gave off.
Though. Yeah, the whole filming, the film, and then like towards the we see little Tony in the film as well, and then at the end of it, Howard kind of looking at the cameras like, "Hey, Tony."
Literally just talking to his kid.
Yeah, like you could figure I'm limited by the technology of my time.
You got this, homie.
But someday you'll be able to figure this out. And then I don't know how he gets out, but he goes out and he goes to Stark Industries to apologize to Pepper. And then in the process of all that, he sees like all, I guess, his dad's stuff, which includes the City of Tomorrow display that was in the video with Dad. And he's like, "Huh." So he takes it home and he like puts 2 and 2 together. and he figures out that the display is orchestrated in a way to give him the key to what element he needs to create
Right.
to, I guess, better the functionality and like the toxicity per se of the arc reactor.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like I want to say it's not the coordinates, but like the number of neutrons and protons and electrons that's needed in said elements.
Just to make it better.
If you know anything about science, each element has a specific number of protons and neutrons.
I'm not a science person,
but pretty much
she is.
Pretty much the way that it's displayed is the key. Like, this is how many neutrons, how many protons you need to create. So what Tony does next is he creates a particle accelerator, which again,
it took us so long to remember that name.
I was watching him build it, and I'm like, I know what this is. I've seen it in The Flash, and I've seen it in other science type things, science whatever. It's a particle accelerator, and what that pretty much does is he's gonna take two elements, and he's gonna make them go fast, and then it's going to fuse and create a new element, and it's going to create the element that he needs.
Yes.
So he pretty much is taking two elements that when you fuse them together is going to have the right number of protons, neutrons, electrons that he's going to need to create this new element.
And what was the name of that element? Because I don't remember.
I don't think he says what the name of the element is, actually. I don't think so. I'd have to like look into it, but I don't think he necessarily says it or names it. He's just like, oh, this is it. And he puts it in his arc reactor.
And man, that's like, okay. So the way they had it set up, him going through that is like when you get that first hit of Red Bull.
Oh yeah, when he put it on the arc reactor, then put the arc reactor in his body. He's like, oh,
like that was so much, and apparently it tastes like pineapples and copper or metal.
Did he say copper or coconut? I feel like
coconut, not pineapple. Coconut and copper or something like that.
Interesting.
I don't want to try that.
Well, you don't like coconut.
No, I don't like coconut shavings.
Okay.
I love coconut milk, and I love the what is it called? The meat. Coconut meat.
The meat of the coconut.
Yeah.
So we also find out.
Make a meme of that. I am talking to you. Do not make a meme of that.
We also find out, or Tony finds out, that his dad is one of the founders of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes. I mean, we knew, but still, that's pretty cool.
Well, I don't know if Tony knew.
I said we knew.
Well, yeah. So Tony gets a call from Vanko at some point in this whole situation as well. So as soon as he gets the element ready, he like takes off towards New York because he kind of
he knows narrows there.
He narrows down where the call is coming from, and he knows that it's somewhere on the eastern seaboard.
That is correct.
And then he also puts two and two together to figure out that the Stark Expo is happening, and Hammer is doing a presentation at the Stark Expo.
Yes.
So we kind of cut towards Hammer doing his presentation, and he's showing off his drones that Vanko created. Because Vanko, he didn't do suits, but he made them into drones that he can control, or that the government can control. And Hammer is doing this whole presentation, like he has, Marines, the Army, the Navy, whatever.
And they look good. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, they look pretty cool.
They're all a little different. I think one of them has like missiles on it. Other ones that are not don't have the missiles. And they're all cool. Everyone's like, oh, cool. And then he brings out Rhodey in the Iron Patriot. Like actual Iron Man suit that's been souped up by him. And, everyone's clapping, presentation, cool. And then Iron Man shows up in the middle of the presentation, and he kind of is like, hey, Rhodey, we need to go.
we need to go. We need to get these people out.
Yeah, these people will need to go. Vanko is here. He's working with he's got to be working with Hammer. This is bad, essentially.
This is not a drill. Shit has hit the fan, and we need to go.
Civilians are in danger. And then
shit hit the fan.
Vanko kind of takes control of the drones and starts going haywire.
Mhm.
They start flying around, shooting down buildings, attacking people,
It's
and a
like,
whole little situation.
basically, oh shit, not good.
Yes. And he even has control of Rhodey's suit.
Yeah.
And
Which
he
I thought was pretty cool. It's
Mhm.
not cool as in, oh, yeah, he can take over. It's cool as in, he just had to pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Probably because Hammer had him soup up the suit.
yeah.
And he just put his technology or whatever his control or how he's able to control it.
And see, that I love technology,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's like, it can be so bad
Mm-hmm.
if it's used in the wrong way.
So pretty much Rhodey is being forced to pursue Iron Man and trying to take him out because the suit's getting taken over. All the other machines are there. There's a little kid with an Iron Man helmet that the theories
Ooh.
back in the day were saying that was Spider-Man,
I like that theory.
and Iron Man saved him from getting clapped.
I like that theory because it's like, that's the first introduction. I'm doing this introduction to
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man and Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Do I believe it? Not as much as I would like to, but I thought that was pretty cool,
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless.
So, situations happening. Pepper and Natasha, I'm gonna call her Natasha. Pepper and Natasha are like, oh, boom, boom, boom. Pepper's like, Hammer, show me what's going on? What's happening?
He didn't want to talk at first. He did
He's
not.
like, oh, go away, I got it. And she's like, no, I'm calling the police.
And then my wife came in. Like, oh, you don't want to talk? Bet.
I'm calling the police.
Give me that arm. Give me that arm. Put your face into the desk and you will talk.
It's like, tell us what's happening.
And man.
Or no, she's like, well, where's Vanko? She pretty much like, shh, where's Vanko? He's in my whatever. And then she's runs off to go to Hammer Industries with Happy to go take care of that. Meanwhile, Pepper's there like overseeing him trying to not or
he was
trying and failing to gain control back.
He was no help at all.
Meanwhile, Natasha takes out like 20 men. Happy is covering her and takes out one person.
Happy was doing the best he could. I'm be honest. Happy was doing the best he could.
And he took out the guy. He sure did.
He did.
He took him out. So, and she...
Oh, before that...
Vanko...
Hold on. Speaking of the whole fight scene, before that, when we thought that Black Widow was just a intern or whatever, she entered into the whole house and Iron Man said, give her a lesson.
And she took Happy down easy.
That was an interesting lesson. I appreciate it because god dang.
He's like, you should always keep an eye on your enemy. And he tries to punch her. She had him on his back.
I mean,
in 0.2 seconds.
Exactly 0.2 seconds. It did not take that long for that woman to take him down.
You know, flipped him over. But she gets to where Vanko was commanding everything. He's gone.
Yep.
But she's able to hack into the computer and well, she's not able to take out the other drones, but she's able to reboot Rhodey's suit.
Yes, and give
him control back. So him and Rhodey and Tony are able to take out the drones that are congregating around them in the big globe in the middle of the Stark Expo, because that's where they ended up.
Yes.
They take out all the drones and they think they're good, and then one more drone comes, and it's not a drone, it's Vanko in his own Iron Man suit or Whiplash suit.
We're gonna call it Whiplash suit.
With his whips.
Electricity.
Yes, and they struggle, but they eventually took him out.
Yeah, they were fighting for a good minute, and
then he's about to go bye-bye. He said, "I win," and then his chest and all the chest of all the other drones start beeping, beep 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 beep.
Yeah,
and Tony runs to Pepper because she's standing right next to one.
Again, you know what? I'm gonna say this because it irks me in almost every movie. And yes, I'm going to race, not racist, race. Black people have this thing in the back of their head that say, "Hey, danger, run."
And she's just looking at it going beep, beep,
She
beep.
like,
She's like,
what's
oh,
that? Why is it beeping? Not even questioning
run,
it. Like
run, Pepper,
you don't
run.
see that big red light and
Beep,
hear that
beep,
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 beep.
beep.
Nah.
But Tony manages to come and scoop her up before it explodes. And then all the other ones explode across the city as well.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to Tony, she alive.
Kind of a big, big thing.
Yeah.
And then comes toward the end of the movie where we see him meet with Nick Fury again.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Fury's talking to him, discussing with him. And he's like, oh, there's 2 folders on the table. There's a Avengers protocol.
Yeah, we don't even know if you're ready for that anymore.
Yeah.
And he's like, what you mean?
And then there's another folder with Natasha's assessments of him. You know,
Arrogant.
Narcissistic, blah, 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 blah.
He didn't say no to narcissistic.
Yeah. So he pretty much like,
you ain't ready, man.
Nick Fury's like, you ain't ready. We gonna bring you on as a consultant though.
You can't afford me. That's what he said.
That's what Tony said. But Tony's like, wait, but can you do me a favor? Me and Rhodey are about to get honored in Washington, and we need a presenter.
Which I thought was hilarious.
This brings it full circle to the beginning of the movie where he gets subpoenaed, served, and has to go appear at the Senate. And the I guess the main guy in charge of his hearing, Tony asked for him to be the one to present them with their pins for thanking them for saving the city.
Yeah, and he was all nice to Rhodey, but he stabbed.
He's like, oh, ow.
And like, don't you just hate it when there's a little prick screwing up everything? And it's like, dang, you holding some aggression, my boy. You okay?
And then I believe the end credit scene is Phil Coulson going to the desert to check on Thor's hammer.
Yes.
Just as a side note, which brings me to our last point of this video, is our next 2 movies that we're going to be watching for next week is going to be The Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
And
pause. The original.
Yes. And Thor. Those are going to be our next 2 movies that we watch.
So if you want to catch up with us, make sure you watch it all. Give us your thoughts in the comment section below. We love to hear from you guys. And let's actually bring this channel up because I want to hear more from you guys. I want to talk to you guys, have a discussion, and check out our Discord because we can actually really get into having a very long-term discussion about all this. Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.